Hello, I'm Peter Whittle. Now, on Wednesday, Axel Rudekabana, the 18-year-old man accused of the murders of 3 small girls in Southport in July, and of possessing a terrorist manual, and also of producing writing, made a brief court appearance by video link. Now, all we have is this courtroom sketch. It is 3.5 months, and there has still been no recent picture of him released. Even now, the media are still using childhood pictures of Rudekabana, the ones originally released when he was arrested, presumably to court public sympathy. Why? What are they scared of? Are we really meant to believe that there are no other recent photographs? And since when was an accused allowed to cover his face in court, as this man is being allowed to do? And where is the mugshot that must have been taken of him as a matter of usual police procedure? After all, the police had no hesitation at all in issuing the mugshots of those people caught up in the civil disorder this summer that went on to be harshly sentenced, and one of whom, Peter Lynch, subsequently died in jail. Now, we've been warned not to speculate. MPs have been forbidden from asking questions. But why shouldn't we be asking questions when it's so obvious there is something very seriously wrong happening here? Why shouldn't we think that something very, very serious is being kept from us? That there is a cover-up which could reach the highest of places? We are living increasingly in a secretive state which makes a mockery of the notion that the government's fundamental duty is to protect the citizens of this country. So, for example, as of this week, the Muslim thugs who attacked police in Manchester Airport have astonishingly still not been charged. Also, the government refuses to release data on the impact that immigration is having on our ever-increasing crime rate and on the skyrocketing levels of sexual harassment of women. It refuses to divulge the impact of immigration on welfare benefits or tax revenues. All such data is available in European countries. It seems, however, that we cannot be trusted with the truth. Also this week, it emerged that a hotel in Altrincham had been taken over to house 300 illegal immigrants, all men, with the local residents being kept entirely in the dark. We have no idea who these men are. And yet we do know that they've been given mobile phones and, quite unbelievably, private health care at a time of hardship and never-ending NHS waiting lists for the British public. This situation is without doubt replicated all over the country. The sheer injustice of these things, the secrecy, the cover-ups, the two-tier policing is increasing the level of anger across the country, and rightly so, because we are being lied to. And the reasons, I think, are clear. First of all, the government and law enforcement fear an increasingly bold Muslim community and what their reaction could be to the proper enforcement of the law. Why else would imams in mosques still be allowed to preach extremism when, as we've just seen this week, a Telegraph columnist, Alison Pearson, can be visited by police for something she wrote on Twitter a year ago? Second, and most importantly I think, is this. Mass immigration and multiculturalism has been a disaster for Britain. Each day this becomes clearer and harder to disguise. And it is our political class which is responsible for it. They have done this to the British people, yet they either hold us in contempt anyway, or they lack the guts to admit they were wrong. Instead, they must keep the narrative in place at all costs, that diversity is our strength, that we would be nothing without migration. So to keep this going requires cover-ups, secrecy, and an increasingly impartial enforcement of the law. Meanwhile, our very security is at stake. We at the New Culture Forum will continue to monitor the Southport case in the absence of proper investigation by the media. But all of us must remain vigilant and do all we can not to be cowed by those who would silence or demonise us. Thank you. Hello, if you're enjoying the New Culture Forum channel and you believe in our mission, may I invite you to join our membership scheme at the link below or on our website, newcultureforum.org.uk. Our work is more important now than ever, and we have great plans ahead for the future, but we can't do it without your support. From as little as £3 per month, you can help ensure that we continue on our mission. As a member, you'll receive a range of benefits, including access to exclusive content, invitations to our private events, including here at our studios, free copies of our books, and much, much more, including, of course, our famous NCF mug. If you aren't able to become a member, then please help us by clicking this button and subscribing to our channel. It's completely free. Just remember to also click the bell icon so that you can get notifications when we post new videos. Thank you.